All right, we're here for leg day. No, arm day. Look at this hair. My hair is getting pretty awkwardly long. It's getting to the point now where I'm gonna look stupid. Look at these sideburns. Anyways, arm day, biceps, triceps. Like I said, I don't do forearms ever really. I do it once in a while as like a filler exercise if I'm injured or something. And then some traps, either barbell shrugs, dumbbell shrugs, kelso shrugs, some kind of a shrug for traps. I have like this tightness on the left side of my chest. Hopefully, I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna monitor that, check my blood pressure, check my blood sugar, and if it gets any worse, I'll go to the doctor. If I don't post a video tomorrow, I died. Sorry. But I highly doubt that will happen. At least anytime soon. I'm just being hopeful. I'm being realistic, okay? So one quick tip I wanted to give for weight loss, for fat loss, for all of you. Fat loss is the key, not weight loss. Is vegetables. I know it seems obvious, but there's a lot of benefits to eating vegetables. Aside from the fact that there's nutrients and all that kind of stuff, but the calories in vegetables are negligible. You cannot overeat if you're eating vegetables. Okay? I mean, vegans can overeat because they're eating so many fats, like avocado and oils and stuff like that. But if you're just eating vegetables, if you're gonna eat 2,000 calories worth of broccoli, the amount of broccoli you would have to eat is insane. Unfortunately, my girlfriend, she doesn't like vegetables. She likes a few vegetables. She likes carrots. So find a vegetable you like, whether it be carrots, celery, peppers, zucchini, whatever. I think zucchini is a fruit though. Aubergine and all those. Aubergine, eggplant, courgettes, zucchini. But yeah, so find a vegetable you like and just abuse the shit out of it. Eat a lot of that vegetable because you can fill a meal with vegetables. So let's say, I remember making a healthy day of eating, and I had a full salad, a giant bowl of salad. This is not, if you're not including dressing. So you get a full bowl of salad. You can get a giant, let's say it's this giant big bowl of salad. Fill it with, cucumbers, peppers, onions, lettuce. I myself use vinegar and hot sauce as dressing because it's 0 calories. And then you add your protein. The calories in that, 90% are going to be your protein. And then 10% is going to be vegetables. And vegetables are so good for you. They provide a lot of fiber, which is good to keep you regular and is good to keep you full. But again, it's so low calorie. Fruits are also low calorie, but not as low as vegetables because fruits have, yes, sugar. A lot more sugar in them. I know they say oh yeah, there's that dumbass who says fruits are like sugar bombs. You might as well drink pop. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Okay? I don't want to hear that. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Okay? Not the dumbest thing, but that's a very stupid thing to say. That is a very uneducated thing to say. Yeah, there's a lot of sugar in fruits like grapes or whatever, or bananas. But there's a lot of good stuff that comes along with it. And the fruits aren't just pure sugar. There's a lot of nutrients. They're attached to a lot of fibers, meaning it'll take longer for your body to digest, and they're natural sugars. They don't spike your blood sugar as much, as opposed to high fructose corn syrup in juice or in pop, which is gonna, if you have diabetes, it's gonna spike your blood sugar. So be smart, okay? fill up on fruit, vegetables, but fruit. It's one of the trainers. Nice guy. Yeah, more vegetables if possible. Fruit's always good. It's pretty hard to overeat on fruit. Although I've shown you in the summer, I guess I showed it on TikTok. I ate like almost 2,000 calories worth of watermelon, which was pretty much like 2 whole watermelons. Because I just love watermelon, and then my body digests it so fast. Plus, it gives you massive diarrhea. But hey, I had diarrhea for decades, every single day. Nothing new to me. So yeah, that's the tip. Eat your vegetables, eat your fruits. It's something that you know is good for you, you just neglect it. Because fruits and veggies, not so much fruit, but vegetables don't taste as good as a hamburger. Fruits don't taste as good as ice cream. Although I think for desserts, like having a really good fruit, watermelon, crisp grape, one of those muscat grapes, maybe those super expensive grapes from Korea or Japan. Don't spend all your money on those. But a good Honeycrisp apple or Ambrosia apple, just as good as a dessert. I mean, I say just as good, but you know what I mean. It'll satisfy your sweet tooth. Anyways, I'm going to get in there. I'm not skipping cardio today. I did skip work because my eye was bothering me so much this morning that I had to send a text and I was just crying as I was sending that text out. But yeah, I'm feeling better now. It's around 2 o'clock. I'm not going to go to work at 2 o'clock for an hour. So, going to the gym right here. I'm going to hit bis, tris, traps with some cardio. And then I'll see you in just a second. All right? Goodbye for now. All right. Okay, we're starting off with the tricep push downs. Just remember, when you get to the bottom, you're trying to almost bend the bar. You can't bend the bar, but think of it as trying to bend the bar and hyperextend your elbows. And then when you're at the very top, you're trying to get as big of a stretch as possible. I know you're tired of hearing me say it, but deal with it. I did not think I was... Oh, okay, that's enough of that. Also, make sure you wipe down the machines after you use them. Nobody really wants us to use a machine after you've used it and not wipe it down. It's disgusting. Be considerate. You should also wipe down a machine before you use it, just to be safe. You don't want to get staph infection. Okay, so we're going to be doing a cross-body tricep extension. I like to just grab the carabiner. I've mentioned this before, just because I'm comfortable with it. But if you want to use a D-handle or whatever else, if you want to use anything, W bar, don't. But if you want to, whatever, more power to you. Just make sure you get a good exercise, get a good workout. All right, so we're moving on to overhead tricep extension with a dumbbell. I actually was really enjoying the cross body tricep extension, but my left shoulder started feeling a little weird, so I decided to move on and try something new. So for this exercise, now my right shoulder feels a little funky, and it's a lot weaker than my left arm. I struggled to get 7 reps on my right side, but my left side, I did it with ease, and I felt like I could have done like 12. So we'll do one more set, and then we'll move on to biceps. Alternating dumbbell curls. I'll show you what I mean by like slow and controlled as opposed to kind of just swinging and using momentum. So I'm going to show you with the 40s that I can curl the 40s, but the form, it's not slow, it's not the greatest form, but I can throw it up. But it doesn't really matter if I'm not getting as optimal an exercise as if I was doing the 35s or the 30s. So I'll show you the difference. So I'm not saying that when I was kind of using a little momentum and swinging with the 40s, I didn't get a workout. I mean, my biceps feel a little sore, but I managed to do what, 8-9 reps, and they're a little pumped up, but I feel much more of an actual workout or a pump going a little bit lighter and going nice and slow and controlling on the way down and coming to a complete stop and then lifting it from a complete stop rather than a little bit of a hip swing to start the movement upwards, the concentric movement. So you'll see the difference. You'll see a clear difference in the reps. So I've mentioned before that I am afraid of like tearing muscles, tearing biceps and tearing whatever, especially considering I've torn my calf, both my calves before. So that's why I want to do weights where I can rep out a minimum of 8. And even more so, that's why lately I've been doing the whole slow and controlled, because if you can rep out 8 but you're swinging, are you really doing 8? But if you're doing it nice and controlled, you're doing a controlled slow set of 8, it's definitely a weight I feel that that muscle can handle. So slow and controlled, I know that my body can handle that. Whereas if I'm swinging it, my muscle's not really doing all the work. Momentum is playing a part. Anyways, let's do one last set. Alright, so obviously we're moving on to preacher curls. I haven't actually done these in a while, so let's give them a shot. And then again, like I've mentioned before about the tearing of the biceps, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a biologist, I don't know how this stuff works, but I feel that as long as I don't go all the way really far back, I know I say get a good stretch, but I can still get a good stretch without going all the way here. I can go here, still feel a good stretch, and then come up and don't go all the way down, so it's not in the most stretched position because I am loading on a little bit more weight. Granted, I could just go lower and get all the way down, but then I'd be doing a ton of reps. So a little trade-off. Maybe it's my ego getting in the way too. I have that issue. We all do. Alright, so when you're getting started at the gym, I know it's only natural to get really excited and see how much weight you can lift. But honestly, as a beginner, your main focus needs to be form. You want to work on your form first and the strength will come. Because if you don't have proper form and you start working out wrong, you start loading up a bunch of weight, what do you think is going to happen? Injuries. You're going to pull something, you're going to slip a disc, and then you're going to maybe backtrack, and then you stop going to the gym because you're injured, and then you just stop going to the gym. So focus on your form. The weight will come. Have patience. It's a long game, right? You're in this for life. Okay. Ooh. So like, speaking of form, I know you might look at like some big time weightlifter, powerlifter, whatever, and you know, they say like when you deadlift, you need to have a straight back. But like, oh, these powerlifters don't have a perfectly straight back. They're kind of curving it a bit. The thing is, they started off, they probably had perfect form, but as they went on, in order to lift more weight, they had to curve it a bit. I'm not a scientist, I'm not an expert, I don't know, but at that point, they've been lifting for so long, they have so much strength, they know what their body can handle, and their body has adjusted to that form. So they can get away with having imperfect form. It's perfect for them. But in the beginning, focus on form. All right, well, we're gonna work on some traps, and as you can tell from this setup, probably, I'm doing kelso shrugs. Kelso shrugs, pretty simple. You're doing a shrug, but while you're leaning forward. Really reach for the ground. Alright, as usual, I'll film that one, but I'll finish up here and catch you in the change room. See you in a sec. Alright guys, it's been about 10 minutes because all the bathrooms were taken. I guess everyone was taking a shower, taking a dump. But let's see what we got left of the pump. These shorts really don't fit me that well anymore. Okay, straight. Yeah, straight enough. All right, let's take a look. I know like down lighting's supposed to be really good, but yeah. You know what else is good? Getting a tan, which is something I definitely don't have, or with me never wanting to take my clothes off in public. But yeah, maybe 2024 is the year I actually go out in public without a shirt on in order to get a tan. Probably not though. I will always be insecure about my body. So when you're working out your traps aren't just this here. It's just under it. You see the lumps? That's also your traps. That's what that's working with. That's what I was trying to work on with the Kelso shrugs. So anyways, that's enough for today. Tomorrow we're gonna do legs. My foot still hasn't healed, so I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna do squats. I might say fuck it and just do squats anyways. But if I'm smart, I won't. We'll see how stupid I am tomorrow. I'm pretty stupid. All right, that's enough of that. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Do your cardio, go to the gym. Unless you're taking a rest day. All right, bye.